Okay,
3
well,
seconds to prepare.
well, thank you, thank you. Well, this is Cristian. I am Diana. We both are from Ecuador, from the capital, Quito, and we are going to introduce you today a dish that is actually from the coastal region of Ecuador, but it's so popular that now everywhere in Ecuador we prepare this dish, and it's very easy to prepare, so you will be surprised how easy but delicious it is. And yeah, actually I invited my dad to join. I don't know if he's joined or not.
Oh, is it Mr. Ricardo?
Yeah, that's my
Oh,
dad.
he had a little trouble connecting, but let me try it again.
Yeah, that was my dad, because I told him that I was going to introduce his favorite dish. He prepares this dish almost every day.
At least one time per week. So.
No. During the pandemic, he has been preparing this almost every day. And you can eat it either in the breakfast or for dinner, or in like lunch too if you want. But he's been preparing it for breakfast mainly. So we're gonna share now the screen, tell you a little bit more about the dish itself. Cristian, had it prepared?
Yeah, give me a second, just look for the presentation. Okay.
All right, now we're ready.
Yeah, I think your dad is here now. Mr. Ricardo, welcome.
Well, he knows Spanish only, but he knows how to say hi. Papi, di hola. Papi, I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, maybe he's without audio.
Well, that's my dad. He will welcome you whenever you go to Ecuador.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, anyway, now I'm gonna share the screen, and let me do this.
Oh, we lost him again.
Yeah, it might be his connection. Okay, let me put in presentation mode. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yes. And wait a second though, I would like to, can you put the audio? To share the audio of the computer. There you go, more. Cristian is my technical support.
It's always good to have a technical support.
Yeah, it's like for when I am using the computer and something is not working, when he comes, boom, then it's fixed, like suddenly, I don't know. All right, so let's do this. And well, this is the dish that we are going to prepare today. It's tigrillo, and from Ecuador to the world. And what is that? There you go. So what is tigrillo? I wanted to first start with the literal translation of the word tigrillo. And in English, I found that it is one of these types of cats, I would say. It's named ocelot. I don't know if you might be more familiar with me than I, but it's a very, with the word I mean, but it's an animal from Latin America actually. There are many different species in Latin America, like the puma, the jaguar, and one of those also is the ocelot. And for us it's a tigrillo. So when you Google literally the word tigrillo in Spanish, you will find pictures of this type of cat.
Yeah, actually that happened to me. I was a little surprised Cristian suggested we cook that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to start with this, because it's not like we eat this cat. No. Just a clarification. But the thing is that we call this dish here in the corner that's the dish that we are gonna prepare, and that's named tigrillo, and I'm gonna tell you why. But it's not the animal, huh? Okay? And this is the one that we are gonna prepare today. So you have to type tigrillo ecuatoriano. And then you will see in Google the images and the recipe and the videos about this specific dish. Oh, that should be. That
So glad they both joined us. It's nice.
yeah, great. There they are. Both my mom and my dad are there. So, and this is the dish, and there might be many different ways to prepare it, but we are going to tell you the way we prepare it. My dad actually has another way to prepare it, and whoever you ask, they might have their own way to prepare it. But I would like to tell you more about the origins of this dish, because that's what it makes it very special, actually, for me. So, of course, it's from Ecuador, and it comes from this province in the south of Ecuador that is known as El Oro. And El Oro in English means gold. So that province is actually very well known for being a mining, let's say, town. Now, it has many mining sites there. So full of gold actually is one of the main metals. And that's why the province itself is also known as El Oro, like the gold. And it has also a lot of diversity there. So many products, like agricultural products, like the plantain that we're gonna use today in our dish. But specifically, the dish that we are gonna talk about is from this city, Saruma. Like the origin of the dish is from this beautiful city. And let's see if this actually works. Because I want you to see how beautiful this city is. Can you see the video?
Not yet. Maybe you have to unshare and then reshare the video, and that would work. Yeah.
Wait. Then I'm gonna do this.
Thank you for finding the video for us. I didn't know the history.
Yeah. Wait a sec. Okay. So this is just the video of the city, because I want you to see how beautiful the city is. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about the city.
Oh, we can see the video now.
Can you listen the video too?
Yeah, you can hear the video too.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna do a big screen in 1, 2, and 3.
Saruma, de calles estrechas y empinadas, de historia ancestral y colonial, de gente culta, hospitalaria y trabajadora. Saruma, la sultana del oro, la tierra de mercadillo, llevas en tus venas la historia de nuestra provincia. Tus casas coloniales cuentan a través de sus balcones la historia noble de nuestros antepasados, patrimonio orgullosamente ecuatoriano. Encierran folclor, cultura, colorido y religiosidad. Todas ellas en honor a nuestra Santísima Virgen del Carmen.
Okay, so that was, let's see.
Beautiful.
It is so beautiful.
Mhm.
Wait, no, I'm gonna stop again and
yeah.
share again. Share. So that was the city, and as you could see, it's just in the top of a small mountains. These mountains are in the coastal region, so they are not as high as the mountains, for example, in the city where we are from, Quito. But still, these are very nice. It's part of the mountain range, actually, but they are very small compared to the highest. And the city is just there in the middle of this beautiful landscape. I've been there many times because I used to work down there in Ecuador with the community of this area, and they are very nice people. And I used to eat a lot of times this dish. So that's why I like it. And I think also my dad and my mom, and now Cristian also loves it. So the dish comes from this beautiful city, and I have that special connection with the city and the dish as well. So I love it. And the main ingredient is this green plantain, and I'm very thankful to Chen that she actually introduced a little bit about how many different types of plantain in Ecuador we have, because that is true. We have many different ones. And I was actually surprised that here in Pennsylvania, you could actually find one of those species, is this green plantain. And a friend told us one day that she was not from Latin America, so she was not familiar with this specific type of plantain. And she thought that it was just like a normal banana. So she actually was eating it as a banana. And no, it won't be tasty that way. You have to actually cook it or do something with it. Otherwise, it won't be just as tasty as a normal banana. You have to actually prepare a dish with it. And I just want to add a little bit about the health benefits of the green plantains so that you can be more motivated to eat it. So it's supposed to improve and regulate your heart rate and fight gastritis and other stomach problems, and also intestinal diseases, and boost your defenses, which is great for this pandemic time, and regulate your blood pressure and reduce cholesterol and help prevent obesity. So many great health benefits only from this green plantain. And so I hope that with this you feel motivated to eat what we're gonna prepare.
Yeah, after your advertisement, I think they're gonna sell out of plantains tonight.
Yeah, that's nice. You can find it in Giant or
Giant.
Or no, also Wise and Walmart. But I would say that we like the Giant plantains the most.
Trader Joe's also has.
Trader Joe also has, yeah. And you can prepare many different things with green plantains, but the one that we're gonna prepare today is called tigrillo, but it's not the animal, just like, again, we're talking that. All right, so we're gonna make the live preparation. And we are gonna disconnect from this and connect from the phone.
Yeah, we are gonna switch to another account.
Sounds good.
All right, let's pause this and no, don't just pause.
Yeah, you can leave both on if you want, or up to you. Yay, we can see you. Great.
So, oh, we have.
Oh, sorry, you have to I think Anna Maria gave a really good instruction. So you have to mute. Anna Maria, what did you say last time? Sorry.
Yep.
Is it better?
He's the tech support. I think he's got it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let me first. We are gonna. Okay, what's the camera? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Just a video. I am just.
record in the way of doing this.
Okay.
Oh, great. Yeah, we can see your kitchen now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this
let
is
me.
our little kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
Our-
Hello.
Now from our kitchen.
Oh, wait. I am missing something very important. Because I have my own. This is brought from Ecuador too. You see? Ecuador.
Oh.
So it's a gift from my mom. And it has a recipe. We could have done this, but
More complicated.
Yeah.
we'd rather do something easier.
To read the
Prende
recipe
la
down.
luz. Otra más. Para que se vea.
Okay, the stage is set. And here we have the ingredients. It's very easy. Plantain. And it has to be green. So you don't get confused because there are others that are yellow and they are known as ripe plantains. No. Don't use those ones for this dish. It has to be the green plantain. And I like the big ones, but they were not as big as I wanted, but it's okay. So what we have for 2 people, we usually prepare 2 plantains for 2 people, okay? So 2 of these for 2 people. And what you do, I'm gonna say, okay. And then what you also need to have prepared is the white onion chopped, and then you have eggs and cheese, and you said cilantro, I'm not sure, I think cilantro, and also it's chopped. So you see, it's very easy. You just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And then we've already done a step before so that we can have this prepared. So what you do is you peel the plantain out. So you take this out and then you cut the plantain in pieces just like this. And then you make it boil. It will take around, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes to be soft. So you just test and you see it's very soft. And then what we're gonna do, actually Cristian is gonna do, just gonna put this in here. Because after it's boiled, after it's soft enough, we're gonna mash it. And usually in Ecuador, we will have a big thing, it will be very easy to mash with that thing. Or if you have a processor at home, that will be even easier because you just put this in the processor, that thing that will do this without any effort. And then you start just like, trying to mash it. Or maybe, yeah, it's not. So Cristian will do this because he is more stronger than what I am.
That's my part.
He is doing that, and it won't take that long if you have, those machines to do it. Then you will just need to put that in the machine, and it will do it for yourself, to yourself.
Yeah, there's some.
But it's soft enough, so it should be easy. Right, Chris?
Yeah.
So I guess the goal is to mix it, to mash it so it can be mixed easily with eggs, or?
Exactly. So you mash it. Gonna go over here so that, and you don't throw away the water, because if it gets too dry, then you add a little bit of water. So you don't want it to get too dry. You will have to add a little bit of water to it. The secret of my dad, sometimes he also adds to the boiling water garlic, so that the garlic flavor is also already mixed with the plantain. We are simpler than that, and we just added a little bit of salt to the water. And that's it. If you feel like it is too dry, then you add a little bit of water.
No, it's fine. It's not dry.
All right. And meanwhile, he's really strong. Meanwhile, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pour a little bit of oil here because we want to have the onion prepared for mixing with the plantain. And so because we already have our onions chopped, we're gonna put the chopped onions in here. When the oil is already a little bit hot, okay? And I'm gonna turn on our fan, otherwise the whole building will be beeping because of the smell. And then once that is hot, we're gonna make what we call refrito. So that's again a Spanish word. I don't know how you say that in English, just when you add the chopped onions to hot oil. Do you have a name for that? When you actually cook, or I don't know how to say that.
Like a pan sear or?
Saute.
Oh, saute, okay. Thank you.
How is that? What's the word?
Saute from the
You
front.
saute, okay, great. So Cristian did it. He's very strong. And that's
Okay, you can see the texture. Come on here. You can see the texture. I did the hard way, but if you have a processor or a mixer, it will be easy. But shouldn't be super.
It doesn't have to be like mashed potatoes, like perfectly.
Not like mashed potato.
No,
Like,
you see, you are allowed to have like these coarse pieces of plantain. So it's actually better that way. That's the way it's prepared in Saruma. So meanwhile, I'm making here the satay, the refrito. I'm adding a little bit of salt to it, and we will wait just until it gets that golden color to the onion.
So Diana, when you cook the onion, do you use a specific kind of oil, or do you think any kind is okay?
You know, actually, I use any kind of oil. Onion, you said onion, I'm sorry.
Oh,
The
no,
onion,
I said oil, sorry. But it's pure onion too. What kind of onion do you use?
I use the white onion. I think this one specifically is the sweet white onion, I think it is. But you can do it with whichever you have. And I love the smell of this. So now that this is ready,
mashed plantain is ready.
you see that is ready. Can you hold this?
Yep.
Now that is ready, we are going to actually add a little bit of salt because I think it's, a little bit of water to it. So I think it's a little bit dry. Just like that. And we are gonna have it here just for a second while the onions are made. And I was going to tell you, like, it's actually better if you have butter instead of oil to make the satay. It will make it more flavory. So we forgot the butter. But if we had, then we would have used that one much better than oil. I actually recommend butter. It will be more flavory. So now we're gonna, it's easy, so easy. You just use eggs. And because we are two, we're gonna use 2 eggs, like 1 per each. You see, it's easy, even that, remember. 2 plantains, 2 eggs, 1 per person if there are 2. So then we're gonna do like the scrambled eggs before adding the plantain. We do scrambled eggs. Easy peasy. You know, because I'm a student and I don't have a lot of time to cook. So I'm always interested in easy recipes to prepare. And for sure, this is one of them. And that's why also my dad knows how to prepare it. Because he's not like the chef of the house, but he knows how to prepare it. Because it's very easy.
We have to ask him if you are doing it right. Señor Ricardo.
Sí, Ricardo nos tiene que enseñar otro día.
Ricardo, ¿cómo le está quedando a Diana este tigrillo?
Don Gonzalito, ¿está por ahí? Maybe he's shy today. He's a little shy today.
Okay, so we're also going to add a little bit of salt to it. And now, just now, we will be adding the plantain. Plantain to the scrambled eggs and the satay or refrito. So this could also be a Spanish class if you want. I can also teach you Spanish words. You already know tigrillo. That's the animal, but in this case, it's our dish.
How's the smell?
It smells delicious.
Mm.
And you know why it is called tigrillo? You may be wondering why.
Who guess why is tigrillo?
Why do you think it's called tigrillo?
Is it because of the color or?
Wow, Chen, you are.
You're so smart.
No.
Yeah, it actually sort of, you see, the colors are some similar to the fur of a real tigrillo. And I think that in the past, what people used to do, instead of boiling the plantain, they used to put it on an oven like this, you know, and they used to wait until it's a little bit darker in the outside, and then they mashed it. So that you actually will see more different colors in the dish, like a little bit darker than this, and also the colors that we have right now.
Wow.
That looks good.
That is why it's called tigrillo, because you will see those mix of colors. And then finally, just like you see, it's less than once you have the boiled eggs. And now finally, now that everything is mixed together, and I'm gonna try this to see if the salt is okay. Yeah, it's fine.
I wanna try.
Just for the sake of science.
I just add a little bit of salt to it.
Cristian, how does it taste?
It's pretty good.
And now the final touch, cheese. You know, in Ecuador, we would have used cheese that is known as fresco.
Fresh cheese.
Fresh cheese. But I think there are fresh cheese.
But this is pretty good, yeah.
But this also works, you know. This is the cheese that we use for tacos. The shredded cheese, Monterrey something. So it has a mix of different cheese there. And you just add to the final part of our dish to add the consistency of, I would say, the final touch. That's just it.
Oh, so you don't need the cheese to melt. You just need to be mixed with the dish.
Exactly. You actually, yeah. And that's why you add it at the end. That's it, actually. We are done with this. And now I'm going to just present you.
Would you like to taste?
Oh.
Now I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. Okay. And now, so that You can see it very nicely. We can put it here. And then you will add a little bit of cilantro on top. And if you want, you can actually have this with a cup of coffee. Of course, this is empty now because we are not gonna eat it right now. But that's the way it is, right? Like you eat this for breakfast or for dinner if you want with coffee. And of course, Ecuadorian coffee will be better. But then Haley will say, no way, the Colombian coffee is better.
Yeah.
That is okay. Country.
We agree that Colombian coffee is much better.
But we have these from Ecuador. So when the pandemic finishes, we will share with you.
That's good too.
Ecuadorian coffee with tigrillo. And that's it. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, and I mean, it's simple, but it's nutritious, it's nice, and it's just lovely if you want to have a snack or have a simple breakfast. This is a great way to go.
Exactly. It works perfect for breakfast. And, you know, Ecuador has, it's not like in here that you have dinner, like the main dish is actually dinner time. In Ecuador is actually lunch. So usually dinner for us will be something more like simpler, like this, for example. This could be a perfect dinner for Ecuadorian families. And that's why it works perfect for us at any of those 2 times of the day, breakfast or dinner.
Yeah, breakfast is actually a good idea. But as Diana said, we can use the same and mix with some kind of meat. You can also mix with avocado. So it's kind of a base dish for any other main dish.
That's actually true. You can have other sides or entries actually. This could be as the side, and you can have other entries like with chicken or beef, and that's something important to say. Thank you.
However, the best combination for this presentation is a good plantain or tigrillo, but with a good cup of coffee.
Oh.
I hope you like it, guys. So Diana did a pretty nice presentation.
Definitely.
She's gonna try now.
Oh. Yeah, that's wonderful. Cristian, whenever you get a chance, please send us a picture sometime. That'd be wonderful. This looks so nice. I guess maybe now it's question time, just in case if anyone has any questions for either, oh, you two look so cute together. You should take a selfie. So maybe it's question time. If anyone has any questions about the recipe or about Ecuador, I think this is a great time to ask. Oh, look at that. I love the flags over there. Where did you buy it?
Yeah, this is our place. If you go to any Ecuadorian person, especially the students, everybody has a flag, Ecuadorian flag.
Every Ecuadorian house in an international
community,
living in an international community, will have a house, a flag in their houses.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone else have questions. I do have a question. So Diana, you mentioned this is a dish that you like very much. I wonder, is this also a dish that you eat a lot when you were little?
Yeah. My mom used to prepare this because, as I said, even though it's originated in Saruma, in the south of Ecuador, everywhere in Ecuador you will find this dish. So my mom also knew how to prepare it, and she made us eat it and love it at the same time.
Yeah, actually, a pretty interesting thing about the plantains. So the green plantain is used for the diet of the coastal area, and especially for the Afro-Ecuadorian areas. So when you compare a I'm a mestizo, right, from Ecuador, with the Afro-Ecuadorian, they are bigger, they are stronger, and that's why actually they eat a lot of green plantains because it's a good source of I think, I don't know what, but this is a good source to be bigger and more strong than.
Yeah, they also say that the women there have better bodies because of the plantain.
Oh, okay. I'm sold. Yeah.
Yeah. With the avocado, of course.
Oh, of course.
In Colombia, we have a lot of, also in the plantain, you find it more in the coast. Lots of recipes with plantains, a lot of fried plantain. But my mother, where her family was from, in the coast too, like a little town, village, they were known also for mashing the plantain. So I grew up also with the mashed plantain and with the sofrito, but of tomato, onion, garlic, and the mashed plantain.
Mm-hmm.
But not with the egg, and that looks really good with the egg because it was also a breakfast dish.
Yep, it's a breakfast. Yep.
And later here, I learned that Puerto Ricans, like, they do their mofongo. Yeah. I don't know if you have had a mofongo here. Somebody presenting a mofongo, but that's like everything in Puerto Rico is mofongo, no? Like mofongo.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might have to ask Millie for the mofongo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she had a crisis. I think one of her students had a crisis. Hopefully everything is okay. Yeah, but yeah, that would be a great question to ask her. So Cristian, what about you? When you grow up in Puerto Rico, what kind of breakfast or lunch or dinner do you usually have?
You mean in Ecuador, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was thinking about Millie, then my mind didn't work right.
I'm just kidding. To be honest, not a lot when I was a child, because this is more kind of from the coastal. However, with the plantains, we do a lot of chips. You have actually a lot of chips from plantains here in the Wegmans or maybe in Giant. These are better than for me, thing is the flavor is pretty different and really good. So I grew up eating more plantain chips.
We call it chifle.
We call chifles.
Chifles, okay.
But during my process of growing up, then I started working, and I had the opportunity to travel abroad all of my country because of my job. I'm engineer in telecommunications. So we were traveling around all Ecuador, and I started trying different kind of dishes that I was not used to eat in my city in Quito. So, and I found that the plantains are based in all the coast area and also the different parts of the mountains and in the jungle too. So yeah, and I fell in love with this dish too. So it's easy to prepare, and you can mix with anything you want. So yeah. I really recommend try one time, and yeah, you will have a good time trying this dish.
Yeah, I'll take you to Saruma, where the dish was originated, and you will find there that they actually eat it with what Cristian was saying. They add to it on top. They add it's more like a beefsteak, like a beef steak. So it comes with tomato and onions and beef, and then you add like on top of the tigrillo that, and it's just delicious. I love that.
This is lunch, I think.
No, that was also my breakfast sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, so this sorry, I should give other people a chance to ask questions. I have so many questions, but does anyone else want to ask?
Yeah, Diana. So I'm guessing your father mashes it the traditional way, or does he?
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't use any processor or machine to do that. But I don't know how you call that. It's like a big
giant
sort
mortar
of
and pestle?
hammer.
I was going to say a giant mortar and pestle, basically.
Yeah, made of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he used. And
Good
then
for
it's
stress
easy to
relief.
mash because that's heavy enough to be just like, you don't need a lot of strength as Cristian did
I'm not
to
strong enough.
mash. And you also have, instead of the bowl that we had to mash the plantain, they in Ecuador have also a good, a special type of bowl that we call, I forgot the word. Well, but it's made of wood and it's also like meant to do that, like meant for mashing plantain. So it's everything traditional there, but it's too heavy, you know. I tried to bring one of those to like here from Ecuador, and it was too heavy, so I had to just
Leave it there.
live in Ecuador. So
A few makeshift equivalents, because you can find some mortar and pestles that'll almost do the same work at some of the Asian markets.
Yeah.
True.
In Walmart, maybe. I'm sure they have some.
Asian market.
but I wanted to have the one that says from Ecuador.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, does anyone else have any questions for this lovely couple? If not, I'm gonna ask a question. So since you two have traveled around the whole Ecuador and I mean everywhere is so different, do you have a favorite place, or like did you like the dishes in the mountainous region better, or Amazon region, or coastal region, or you like them equally? How do you feel about the diverse region in Ecuador?
So my favorite place actually is in the mountains. I really like outdoors activities. I like run. I like to go outside. Every place where it has a nice outdoors, you will kind of find any kind of good food. But depends where you go. So if you go to the mountains, you can find a lot of dishes related with pork. A lot of people use the potato like a base. Part of our diets, also the corn. But this is a kind of interesting thing. We have a lot of varieties of corn, but our corn in Ecuador is more like, it's not sweet like here. It's a more plain flavor. It's without, it's not sweet. So this gives us more chance to do a kind of salty flavor, or this is something that we like it. But depends, if you go to the coast, you have a lot of like kind of, you can use shrimp. I really like the seafood, but which I like the most is the shrimp. I like shrimp with rice, shrimp with anything you can eat. So these are the two more favorites for me.
Yeah, it's a really hard question to answer for me because I like everything in Ecuador.
Oh.
In terms of traditional food, literally every little town has something very traditional, very particular that it's worth trying, you know. And you can, because Ecuador is a very small country, so you can go from the coastal region to the mountain region in 6 hours driving, so you can be there the same day, like going back and forward, and eat just seafood, as Cristian was saying, in dishes like ceviche. Maybe you've heard of that type of dish, which is also known in Peru and in Colombia and Mexico, but it's different from the Peruvian one, from the Colombian one. The Ecuadorian one is a different ceviche because it's more like a soup, but it's cold. So it has a lot of lemon, and then you add any seafood like fish or shrimp or pulp or anything. And then you go to the mountain range area, and also you have all of these different type of dishes that I like a lot. All of those that come with pork-based dishes, and it's just the idea that every little town will have a different way to prepare the same dish, but it will have also a different flavor. So it's like that. And and then you go to the jungle and it's just a completely different area. Like I haven't been in the jungle area of Ecuador too much, but there is something there that is very traditional, that is actually cooked with a leaf covering the fish, and then you boil that, and you don't need to add anything to the fish, because all of the flavor will actually come from the leaf that is from the area, from the Amazon area also. So it's a very particular dish, very delicious, and I would say that I like that a lot. It's called maito, from the jungle area, but it's so difficult to tell you like one dish, because it's just many that I like.
I would like to add something. So if you go to any of these small cities, you have the downtown market. So you have one of the advantages of the downtown markets, the different markets in the cities, you find people are, the different fruits are fresh and are pretty cheap. So, and they have people preparing a juice with fresh fruit and with different kind of flavors. So I usually, after training in the morning, I used just to stop by, take my juice, and it was super fresh and it was revitalized. So this is something that you can find in any of these small cities too, that is kind of different. So the options that you have to get some juice are like a lot there. So this is special, I think.
Oh, that's nice. I have two follow-up questions, if that's okay. One is about corn, the other is about potato. So I learned that there are different corn drinks. Some are kind of like energy, I don't want to say energy drinks, but it doesn't have alcohol, but the other is like alcohol drink that's made out of corn. So I wonder if you happen to know anything about that. I just thought it's interesting.
I live in Peru for 1 year, and I found that.
Oh, that's not an Ecuador.
Yeah, it's from Ecuador. But my experience in Ecuador, we use the corn for like the regular corn, or do kind of, ¿cómo se llama el tostado? Roasted corn, toasted corn. But like for beverage, I never
There is
tried.
one, la colada morada.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, let me show it to you actually.
Diana is bringing something named it's named colada morada, so it's purple. It's a purple drink.
Yeah, I heard it's purple. That was what I heard, and I thought that's so cool.
Yeah, she's coming with a purple drink.
So of course, this is add water and boom, it's done. But this is the thing. You see, it's a hot drink that is made of this sort of purple type of corn. Have you seen it ever? It's purple.
You can get it seasonally, yes.
Yeah, so this is made of that type of corn, and it's a hot beverage. So it's really, really delicious actually, and it's usually prepared in November, right?
It's another tradition.
It's a very traditional thing.
For the traditional day of Dia de los Muertos?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the, how do you say it? It's the Mexican Dia de los Muertos.
How you said, Ana Maria?
Oh, the Day of the Dead? Is that?
Yeah. So in Ecuador, we drink this in that holiday, let's say. We prepare that for those days, but that is made of that specific type of corn. That's the only one that I know of.
Oh, okay.
So that is
For
made
a
of
drink.
corn.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the question about the potatoes, Chen?
Oh, the potato. I was just reading the dishes, and the one I read is Ecuador have a lot of potato-based dishes. And in many years ago, one of the tradition is women have to be able to peel potatoes in certain amount of time, and to prove that she can be a good wife in the future. And I was getting nervous. I was like, okay, I cannot do that. Just wonder if that's like a legend or if that's true.
No, that's true.
That was true.
That was true. That was true.
true.
Thank God, because then I won't be described as a good wife.
That
I
was
heard
true.
that from Peru. But then Ecuador did that too?
This was true in the past.
In the past.
Like when my grandmother probably was, yeah, she had to deal with that, you know, like when she got married. And also my mom, I think, when she got married, my mom, my grandmother, the mother of my dad, made her peel the potatoes. And it turned out that my mom is not great at doing that. My father is better at doing it. So my dad was just like, no, let me help her. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's sweet.
What's the standard? How many potatoes in what amount of time?
Depends of the
size of the potato.
De la suegra.
Depends on the mother-in-law. That's subjective. It's not objective at all.
Yeah. I was thinking like 50 potatoes an hour.
No, I don't know.
Depends.
That's too long.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Your future mother-in-law likes you.
I thought the tradition was to peel it in one cut.
Oh.
Exactly, that's true. And then and it's just like you do this, right? Like you go around the potato and it's one cut that you never lose the peel. I can't do that.
Yeah, neither. My mom can peel like apples like that. I don't know how to do that. I usually just cut myself and I just eat the skin. And so.
I'm glad that Cristian's mother, Cristian's mother is not like that.
Good.
I think it's a very old-fashioned tradition, but maybe many years ago. Now, not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure there are crazy traditions everywhere. Like, who knows what my mother-in-law would ask me to do if I'm in China. Oh, well, my mother-in-law is in America, so never mind. But this is so fun. I think we might have some follow-up questions because once we get to cook the dish, we might want to ask you like, oh, how does the onion work or how does the egg work? But this is really fun. And before we call it a night, is it okay if we do a group photo together?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. So everyone else is okay with the photo? And thank you so much for introducing your family to us. We didn't get a chance to talk to them, but they seem so nice, and I'm sure they're very proud of their daughter studying in America and helping with the environment, and now do presentation about the home country.
Yeah, they're very nice. Yeah, but I don't think they are connected anymore.
They leave it maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
But I
interested.
let them know what you just said.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we will do a photo together, if it's okay with everyone. So we do 3, 2.
Let's show the flag.
Oh,
okay.
good idea.
So nice. You two are so cute. Oh, let's do it again. I'm so sorry. Now they have the flag right behind them. That's so nice.
Get one with the flag.
So
Smile again.
yes, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's the first time we have a national flag in our photo. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, Cristian, whenever you get a chance, please send me the picture of your food. We really want to see that. That looks delicious.
For sure.
Yeah, I hope you do enjoy your dinner. And we can't try it with you together, but we would just be jealous of how tasty it is.
All right.
Yeah, we learned a lot. It was super fun.
Yeah, it is. Thank you so much. I hope you do have a good evening.
Thank
too.
you,
Thank you,
Chen.
guys. Thank you, Chen, for
Yeah.
us.
Good
Nice
night.
See you, everybody.
Take care.
Yeah. seeing you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.